position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Starting. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looking for room. It's Welch. Oh, he's got some space. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
You want to settle everybody in on the road? You want to take the nerves away? Run the football. Really, really good job. The offensive line, they're physical and nasty. They're not nervous. They're not worried about this crowd getting loud. They just want to hit you right in the mouth, and they started the game off with some good physicality.
There he goes. The 20, the 10, and he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, South Carolina.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Leaves it with the back. At the 35, he's got more. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The Tigers, dating to the days of Shook Jordan and Pat Dye, love to keep the ball on the ground.
And the stadium goes nuts, and the eagle flies, and everybody's happy. Run the football, win football games. It's good times on the plains.
Looking to throw on first down. Finds the tight end. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after him. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man, just he catches the football and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
On the run, it's Turner. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying play action. Pulls it in. It's Kane. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. The give to the back. Plows through. Just dismissed and runs through another one. Touchdown, Tiger. He would not be denied. Setting up for the extra point and the top. Their chance to lock it up. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. We got a tight one early, and they go back on the attack, holding a 7-6 lead. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. The give to the back. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. Trying to make magic on the scramble. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Man, this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
On 3rd and short, the power run here. And he's going to go backwards, and they force a 4th down. What a play by this defensive front.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. These two teams swapping early scores, and they'll try to move back on top, starting the drive down 7-6. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. To the ground with the back. There he goes. Made Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one, Reese, that this team was going to try to use their speed and take advantage of it, and they did right there. Nice gain on the run play to the right.
Found plenty of running room in that defense. They've got to find a way to get there and make the tackle in the open field.
Yeah, and they got to do a good job with their eyes, finding the football, and they've got to get a lot of bodies to this guy because he is fast.
The Tigers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They'll leave it with him. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
You know, in the SEC, you're going to have to run the football if you're going to win games. And you can go on and on talking about great Auburn running backs back in the day, but right here, right now, if this team's going to win an SEC championship, they need to force-feed this guy the football and let him go to work.
Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. Wants to throw on first down. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Really need to find a productive play this time on second and long. From the gun. Give on the inside. Brings him to the open. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. On third and short, they'll ride the running back here. They knock him down, but not before he picks up a first down for Auburn. Use the play fake, now to throw. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Right back up top on second and 10. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. And the Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. A little screen to the running back. And they're able to get him on the ground.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Pressure coming. Serious arm strength on that third down pass, but it's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. Third and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion now setting up fourth.
They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. Not a particularly long kick from 36 yards out, but he'll have to guide it in from the left hash. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. And And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Got the quick completion. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel. But in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
He's going to fire deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Man, if you're going to win games, you've got to hit on the home run type plays, and that was a great opportunity right there. The receiver has got to be able to look that football in and make the catch.
This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on third down. Quarterback on the keeper. Turning it on. Powers through. Touchdown Gamecocks. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they're on top by 5. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Georgia is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join Matthew Stafford and Stetson Bennett among the greats to play in Athens. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Florida. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. This drive will open from the 15. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
I tell you what, man, you better be looking at your puppy dog feet and seeing where they are, Palmer. You don't want to get back in that end zone and bad things happen when you get sacked.
I don't know if you want to even risk this quarterback having to hold on for the football very much longer after watching that last play. This defense right now is pinning their ears back on this area of the field, and they are getting after him quick.
Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Gets him away from trouble. That's a pickup of 6. Mark it at the 10.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you could tell he takes advantage of it.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Rolling right and going deep. He's got it along the sideline. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. On the move, it's Robinson. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
And conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when receivers don't want to block. You got to do a better job on the perimeter. It's not going to be enough in this offense just to catch passes. You've got to go execute your assignment. That corner should have been blocked, and they should have gotten a bigger gain on that outside run.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Kane. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set, why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. After making 1 field goal, he'll need a little distance on. This one a 40-yard try coming. Splits the uprights. Good. That slices the lead to 2. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Got it in the middle, it's Harbor. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
I love the defense. How about the physicality on that one? That's a tough route to defend, and he catches the football, but what does he do? He gets him on the ground right now. Good physical tackle. No yak on that catch.
Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on 3rd down. The screen, and watch out. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
One of the things I love about this defense, they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
The Gamecocks line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. So here comes the Auburn offense. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. Be interesting to see what happens here on the 2nd drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
After that last completion, it's 2nd down. They'll try the run. Bulldozes his way through. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. Here's a rich tradition of running the football at Auburn from James Brooks, Joe Cribbs. Bo Jackson, Cadillac Williams, Ronnie Brown, they love to find a tough running back to feed the rock.
Such great history, such great lineage of ground and pound and great athletes, and it's just a physical mindset of Auburn, and they're always that team that wants to run the football.
Inside the 45. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and get them the first down.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big gain for the offense.
The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain. No harm, no foul.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Throws for the tight end. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. That's reeled in. It's Simmons. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. They'll go to the ground. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. So now it's 2nd and long.
Cut. Clear.
Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. From the gun, the running back looking for room. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. Auburn to the line in a hurry. From the gun. Quick strike complete. Touchdown, Tiger! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. Timely decisions, effective play management helps them get in the end zone after that marathon drive.
And every time the offense needed to play, boom, they got it. I mean, you think about it. Whether it's a small run, small pass, whatever they needed, they got it done, and they popped it in for the score.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 5. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. Missouri has the lead right now. Columbia has just been jumping all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 7 over Ole Miss. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans buzzing all week, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. And some room to work. It's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
As a defender, you love the big hits. And you know what the cherry on the sundae is? You get the big hit and force the fumble.
And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. From the gun, the running back has it. Oh, he's got some space. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks.
They're going to keep feeding this guy the football, guys. Over 100 yards rushing with that last carry now. We knew coming into this game today, they had to get the running game going. They had to be able to turn around, hand it off, and get positive yards and set themselves up into manageable third down situations. We've seen them at any area of the field so far in this one have success in the running game. They'll keep that up until this defense proves they can stop it.
Tough run gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Makes the catch. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
A first down run in the red zone. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Got the tight end outside. And he was thinking 6, but that D knocks him down at the 2. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. And here they come to give it another shot on 3rd and goal from the 3. Wide receiver going in motion. 3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Touchdown, Tigers. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. It's Harbour. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They take over late and they have enough time to put together a drive. Pulled and finds his man on the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Clock's running and they'll try to get to the line. Warp speed for second down. Calls his own number. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
And a running game can be really hard to stop when you got so many guys that can do some damage. And this defense is taking some licks. This QB's made him look silly a couple of times, but they're starting to adjust. Gotta like that play right there, getting to him and getting him on the ground.
Keeps it on the bootleg. On the run, fires downfield. Pulls it in, it's Harbor. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. Someone moved a little early and the offense will go backward. The officials offer the deal and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. The give on the option. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Back to throw, it's Sellers. Moves around to clear up the vision. Zings it complete to the right. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Back has it. Incomplete, and they tried to catch him flat-footed on first down, but the defense was ready. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Going back to the well, another deep ball. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls in quickly.
They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. We're just about ready to start the second half. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
And the Tigers in a good spot here with second and short.
Easy.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's blown. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Man, it's so frustrating as a coach because you go into half and you're like, listen, this is what they've been doing. This is what we're getting. Let's go out and execute. And what do? First drive, you throw an interception, you turn the field position to the other side, create momentum immediately. This is an absolute disaster to start the second half.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. That's caught. It's Bennett. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10.
And this offense is built around this dude. I mean, he is sensational. He's been so fun to watch, like play, pitch, and catch, spread the ball around, complete and total command of the offense, and that's why he's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's got a real chance to go to New York and try to win that Heisman Trophy.
And the Gamecocks have taken it inside the 20. Off the play fake. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
This has been a bit of the story of this game so far, is this quarterback's running ability and whether or not the defense can stop them. They got the play there. They were able to get a sack, rally to him, and get one of the faster quarterbacks you'll see in college football down on the ground. This guy already has over 40 rushing yards in this game, so he has had some success, but I think a big key now moving forward is how does this defense stop him?
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
A 3rd and long here. They can't pick up the first down without getting the touchdown. Wants to throw. It's Sellers. Floating away. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Then through the contact. He found the hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field or gang tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. There he goes. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Oh, they're after him. They get to him as he throws. Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And, man, could they have used that? It'll be 2nd down.
Man, if he doesn't drop it, there's 2 picks and 2 consecutive drives. He was in great position to make another play. He just couldn't secure the catch.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Gives it to the back on the draw. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Gonna let it fly. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Going the other way, and he's got room. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Gonna run it. It's Welsh. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit, because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the 2nd half.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. From the gun, running back on the move. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the 2nd half.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, late in the year, this guy is square in the middle of the Heisman Trophy discussion because of his performance. He throws a nice completion there for a first down, but it's been week in, week out. Big moments. He's led this team to a ton of wins. He is their best player.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll ride the running back and leave it with it. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off. And it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Touchdown, South Carolina! They take the lead with the 6.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
Up by 1, they're going to try to get the deuce here and make it a field goal lead. Using his feet, stumbled to the ground.
No, he's short. And I tell you what, the QB, you see down this area, it's so short. You only got a couple yards you got to get. He thought he could get it, went downhill, tried to get there, but the defense says no, sir.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So here comes the Auburn offense. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
A CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football over.
Looking for space. It's Grove. Got room at the 35. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. They'll ride the hot hand. He's got room. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
Love the play call on the RPO, and you're just really trusting this running back to be able to make a guy miss and then get into the second level. The offensive line did their job, gave him a crease, but that was the running back making that linebacker miss in the hole before getting north.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10.
Let's go.
To the air on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They almost got a first down there. Stopped a yard short. It'll be third down.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
To the ground and try to move the chains. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Hand off from the gun. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Scrambling away. He's going to take off. Out of bounds he goes. They'll mark it at the 16. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Grab near the marker. It's Brown. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Hauls it in. Touchdown, Auburn! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
Man, how about this quarterback right away seeing, I got to get rid of the football. There's a lot of guys near the line of scrimmage. He spits it out, and I let my receiver do the rest. Let my playmaker make me look really good. Really nice pitch and catch. And guess what? You got the lead now in the 4th quarter.
Now the 2-point conversion attempt is coming. They'll move the wide receiver. He's looking to throw. Buying some time. Can't hit his man in the end zone. The 2-point conversion fails, and it remains a 5-point game here in the 4th. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. South Carolina offense is back on the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Gamecocks will hustle to the line.
Throws a nice completion there for a first down. This guy has been the biggest key to this team's success all season long. He's shown up in big moments. He's won big games. He's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's in the discussion to win the Heisman Trophy.
Give to the running back. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
They'll run play action. Time to take a shot. Grabs it inside the 10. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
Well, the offense is finding success throwing this guy's way. He just had a massive, massive play, his longest catch of the game. And I think if you're on offense, you got to keep looking this guy's way. He's now starting to prove that he's eating his guy alive in coverage, and he needs more touches.
So now the opportunity to take the lead with a first and goal here. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Buys a little time with his feet. Swings it out to the flat. Touchdown, Gamecocks! They move on top here in the fourth.
And they cap off the drive with a touchdown throwing the football. In the last play, they got the explosive. They get right back to the line of scrimmage and dial up another one. Great work by the quarterback and his target being on the same page. These last two plays, throwing the football, man, it doesn't get any better than that.
Leading by one, they'll go ahead and go for two and try to make it a field goal game. Off play action. He gets into the end zone for the two-point conversion, and the cushion is now 3.
Well, that's the right call to go for two right there, because the analytics say if you get it, you now make it a 3-point game, and your opponent can only tie with the field goal. If you had gone for one, your opponent can take the lead with the kick, so nice job there getting it executed.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Looking for a gap. It's Latu. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. A linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Auburn sends out the punting unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Gets his first one of the day away. He might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. On the move. This junior making his presence felt a short gain.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Makes the catch. It's Bennett. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
Stepping up to help this defense on third down. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. He's going to run it. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
It's really frustrating because you're fighting. You know you have to get the ball back to your offense. You're trailing. It's the fourth quarter. And then he goes and does something like that. Just pulls the rabbit out of the hat, makes the play, gets the first down. I got to try to stay focused. Man, I got to get this ball back to my offense.
Motion from the wideout. Out of the gun to give to the back. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
And the Gamecocks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. With the catch, it's Smith. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on third down. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
With that incompletion, it now sets up a very interesting decision for the head coach, right? You've got a narrow lead. You kick the field goal. You force the opponent to have to at least score a touchdown to retake the lead, but you can also seize a lot of momentum if you get it here on fourth and short. If you're able to score a touchdown, this is a completely different game.
They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on fourth down. He'll pull it down and run. Runs through a tackle. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
Man, I want to be the play caller. Just to have a guy at the quarterback spot that's over 100 yards now that he's chewed up. He can throw it, but he can also pull it down, and he's so elusive, makes plays, really makes this offense go.
The Gamecocks have their offense in high gear. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
They've already peeled more than 3 minutes off the clock on this drive as they stand over the ball on second down. On the move. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They go to the draw. He's not going to get there, and this defense really needed a stop like that.
Well, they try to go with the draw out of the shotgun, but just way too much penetration allowed up front. That defensive line just took that play over.
They get off the rock really fast, get in the backfield. The offensive linemen are supposed to push them upfield. Quarterback's got to sell it. Not anything really in that play in sync, and it doesn't go anywhere.
And this one sails through just inside that left upright. And now it'll take a touchdown to at least tie them a 6-point lead here in the fourth. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Finds his man. It's Simmons. It's a fumble. And the ball will bounce out of bounds on the fumble. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Takes a hit as he fires. Caught over the middle. It's Howard. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another 1st down. Takes a handoff. It's Latu. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Quarterback on the move, still looking. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
And I like it. Very smart defense, understanding the clock, understanding they're going to try to push the ball down the field. Great job playing deep, breaking on the football, making sure that receiver doesn't catch it. Smart IQ defense.
And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Timeout, South Carolina.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And that's a play the quarterback would love to have back. Late in the game, trailing by only one possession on fourth down, it looked like there was a window to put that football in, to get the catch, keep the drive going. The quarterback has an inaccurate pass. It falls incomplete, and that is probably going to do it.
I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point of the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Smart move to keep it on the ground. It's runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. From the gun, the ground game. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
And the Gamecocks will try to pin them back with the punt. They boot it away on 4th down. Hauls it in at the 25. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Dances away. Going to try to get it himself. Across the 40 out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away. They've got to push the ball down the field. Looking downfield on 1st down. Get it out on the screen. That will be the final play as they make the stop and